Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com. Are you looking for a great place to relax and enjoy the fresh mountain air of the Susquehannock State Forest in the Allegheny Mountains? Then the Potter County Campground is the place for you. Your outdoor adventure starts at the Potter County Campground with family and friends. The Potter County Campground can accommodate all your camping needs. Whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of their camping cabins, they have a camping experience for you. Open year-round, the 44-acre Potter County Campground is located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check them out online at pottercountycamping.com.
Throughout West Central Pennsylvania, people are losing their glasses. Well, they haven't really lost them. They just don't need them anymore. Thanks to the amazing LASIK surgeons at Laurel Eye Clinic. Using state-of-the-art bladeless LASIK technology, these board-certified surgeons offer better vision for you and your family. With 10 convenient locations, there's bound to be one nearby. Isn't it time that you lost your glasses? Call Laurel Eye Clinic or visit laureleye.com and schedule your free consultation.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com. Located across the street from the Clarion Hospital, Clarion Rehabilitation Services Incorporated offers a variety of therapies to get you back in the game, including physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, and now aquatic therapy at the Clarion County YMCA. Clarion Rehab's CHAMP program provides a sports medicine option to local athletes as well, including providing certified athletic trainers to Keystone, Clarion Limestone, and North Clarion, as well as a full-time ATC at its Clarion location. To find out more, go to clarionrehab.com or call them at 814-226-1356. Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695. With locations in Chippenville and Tonesta, Tonesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tonesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tonestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Brookville High School for another edition of Laurel Eye Clinic High School Basketball on D9and10sports.com. The Laurel Eye Clinic, a better vision for you. Check them out online at laureleye.com. Chris Rossetti alongside Dave Constantino getting ready for this second girls game here at Brookville High School. The first one won by North Clarion over Clarion Limestone 54-51. The winner of this game between Clearfield and Brookville will take on North Clarion in tomorrow's championship game. The loser will face off against Clarion Limestone in the consolation game. Inside the Rehab Center broadcast booth, chiropractors caring for health with locations in Brookville, Clarion, Katanning, and 4 other places. For your chiropractors caring for help, the rehabcenters.com. Game stream tonight brought to you by the computer guru of Leaper. Check them out online at thecomputerguru.net. My drive to the game, as always, brought to you by the Warren Tire Center. WarrenTireCenter.com. Going to step aside here. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups.
This is Corey. He made 2 big mistakes. His first mistake was not going to Laurel Eye Clinic to have bladeless LASIK. He knows they have 20 years of LASIK experience. He knows that they offer 24-month no-interest financing and that one of the 10 Laurel Eye clinics is nearby. His second mistake? was trying to pet what he thought was his cat without wearing his glasses. Don't be like Corey. Call Laurel Eye Clinic or visit laureleye.com and schedule your free consultation.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com. Tucked In Farm in Cooksburg, PA has been the go-to place in northwestern Pennsylvania for weddings, private and corporate events, and other gatherings since 2015. Located on a 140-acre private estate, our event venue features an elegant barn, a timber frame pavilion with a grand fireplace, and a thoughtfully restored 1860 farmhouse that offers a spot for quiet time of relaxation and romantic getaway. Check us out online at www.tuckedinfarm.com. That's tuckedinfarm.com. Or call us at 814-316-9399.
Back here at Brookville High School, getting you ready for Clearfield versus Brookville girls. Getting ready for our starting lineups, brought to you by Pitt Bradford. Students at Pitt Bradford live and learn on a friendly and inclusive and welcoming campus where they receive personalized attention and earn a well-respected University of Pittsburgh degree. Apply today at upb.pitt.edu. Pitt Bradford, where students love where they learn. For Clearfield, they will start Kaylee Walker, Elena Fetter, Riley Ryan, Emma Hips, and Lauren Kitchen. For first-year head coach, Missy Helsel. For longtime Brookville head coach, Mark Powell. He will start.
And now let's meet your 21
Alyssa Molnar. Elena Haight. So they're going to start here with Eden Wunderling coming out.
Senior number 21,
Elizabeth Wunderling.
Senior number 3,
Elena Haight.
Senior number 23,
Alyssa Molnar. And Jordan Cook. I want to remind people, tonight's game also being brought to you by the Oil Country Crates. Your products are protection. Custom-made crates for shipping and beyond. OilCountryCrates.com. Getting ready here for our first quarter, brought to you by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, where you come for the food and stay for the view. Takeout is available. Call today to place an order or buy a gift card, 724-659-5701. TheAlleghenyGrill.com. Specials this weekend: chicken noodle soup, stuffed mushrooms, citrus salmon, and prime rib. I wonder if they'll deliver to Brookville High School. We should call Dewey Irwin. I know he's got a basketball game right now, the Heroes for Hopes Classic. They're playing Northeast AC Valley. Dewey Irwin, one of the owners at the Allegheny Grill, is also the one of the assistant coaches for the AC Valley boys team. And maybe if we ask him nicely, he'll leave the basketball game and bring us some prime rib, Dave.
Plus, I think there's some former basketball players from the KSAC that work down there, so I think maybe they would like a little road trip over here. It'll be interesting to see here, Chris, with Mark being the veteran coach at Brookville and Coach Helsel, her first year at Clearfield, to see how things are different from Clearfield from last year to this year. A lot of experienced girls on that team, a lot of good softball girls on that team.
Emma Hips, one of them, heading to Clarion University on a scholarship. She wins the toss. Here's a three-pointer in the air by Ryan. No good. Rebound is going to go out of bounds. It'll be Brookville basketball. First time in 21 years, Joey Castagnola not on the sideline for the Clearfield Lady Bison. They're going to come out immediately in a trapping defense to use some of that athleticism. Brookville immediately throws it away as Elizabeth Wunderling's pass is too far. So already seeing something we maybe didn't see out of Clearfield in the past, a full court trapping defense.
And that's, the first game, you never know what to expect. And, hopefully you have enough that you've put in already to be able to counter if they throw something at you that you didn't anticipate.
With the basketball is Walker. She's going to give it off to Ryan. Inside to Fetter. Fetter in the paint, gets it now back out. It's going to be Walker. Walker's pass a little too high for Hips, but it's tracked down there by Ryan. Ryan gives it back to Emma Hips. Emma Hips to set things up for the Lady Bison. Hips into the corner now, pushes it out to Walker, and they're going to call Walker for the walk. So Walker walks. Turnover for the Bison. We're still scoreless, just underway here in the Allegheny Gorilla Foxburg first quarter. Brookville trying a lot of contact there, and they're going to get Emma Hips with the foul. It's going to be Hips' first, team first.
Little 1-2-1-1 full court press employed by Clearfield.
So Wunderling's going to try to get it across the timeline for the first time for Brookville. She does it in the hands of Jordan Cook. Haight gives it away, though, taken away by Kitchen. Kitchen into the hands of Hips. Hips back to Kitchen. Finds its way into the hands of Ryan. Ryan, three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound tipped out and taken by Eden Wunderling. Eden Wunderling gets around the defense, layup, no good. Ball is kicked around, and it's going to go out of bounds. It'll remain Brookville basketball.
What I like to see from Eden Wunderling that time is she went up with the left hand. A lot of girls sometimes are hesitant to use that opposite hand, but in the long run, it'll benefit them.
Elizabeth Wunderling trying to get it in bounds, taken away by Hips. Hips is going to be fouled on the floor. That'll be a foul on
Kinley Reed.
No, it's on Lena Height. It was on Brookville. Reed's the.
Oh, that's my bad.
No problem, Dave. Here's Hips with it. Hips working on Cook on the baseline, pushes it out to Ryan. Ryan, jumper no good. Rebounded there by Molnar. Molnar gets it to Wunderling. Wunderling gets it across the timeline. No score, a minute 40 into this one. Brookville and Clearfield, second game of the girls tournament here at Brookville. Jumper from just beyond the foul line by Haight is no good. Cook the rebound. She's going to be fouled there by Walker, and she will go to the Tonesta Builder Supply free throw line to try to build a lead here for the Brookville Lady Raiders as we're scoreless with 6:07 to play in quarter number one. Brought to you by the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg. You are watching high school basketball on D9 and 10sports.com. Brought to you by the Laurel Eye Clinic. As Cook misses the first free throw. I want to keep saying volleyball, Dave. I did so much volleyball here in the fall. Got a chance to broadcast Clarion State Championship for the second year in a row, and going to have to transition.
You might throw in a few footballs in there as well.
Yeah, might throw in a few footballs there as well. That shot is no good. Rebounded by Fetter. Quickly ahead come the Bison. It's Emma Hips. Hips wants to attack. She's going to be hand checked from behind by Jordan Cook. 2 minutes in, 4 fouls, no points. 2 fouls for each team. Still looking for somebody to break the ice scoring-wise.
Both teams are playing a half-court man-to-man base defense in there and doing a nice job of denying the wings and making it hard to penetrate to the basket.
Eden Wunderling almost came away with a steal there for Brookville on the far side. And now we're going to get another foul on the Raiders. This is going to be on Alyssa Molnar.
It'll be her first.
Team's third. Lauren Kitchen to trigger for Clearfield. Kitchen looks, gets it into Hips. Hits the Fetter. Fetter, little jumper runner, no good. Rebounded by Eden Wunderling, who brings it across the timeline. That ball was tipped by Hips, but ends up in the hands of Haight, and then taken away there by Walker. quickly ahead for Hips. Hips attacking. She'll be fouled. She'll go to the Canesta Builders Supply free throw line, hoping to build a lead for one of these two teams. In her case, the Clearfield Lady Bison. We're scoreless, 5:26 first quarter.
That was a nice, strong take to the basket by Hips. Drew the contact and drew the foul.
Hips, three-sport athlete for the Bison. Misses the first free throw. Checking in for Clearfield will be Hannah Glunt, the daughter of boys basketball coach Nate Glunt. Nate is the Bison host rival Kerwinsville tonight.
This will go to show you how old I am, Chris. I actually coached whenever Nate played for Kerwinsville back in the 90s.
As Hips finally gets somebody on the board, it's 1-0 in favor of Clearfield. And then Hips tips that pass, but it goes into the hands of Cook, and there's going to be a foul down there. It's going to be out of bounds. It'll be the third foul on the Bison. This one is going to be called on Lauren Kitchen. That is Kitchen's first. We're going to get another foul. This one's going to be on Kitchen again, I do believe, and that's going to be her second.
You know, once again, I think first game jitters, you're a little over anxious there. You're used to playing against your own team in practice, and now the speed of the game picks up a little bit, and sometimes you're just a little bit out of position.
And now Kitchen's going to get her third foul.
Just as she was going to get.
Yeah, Missy Heisel couldn't get the player Riley Ryan in quick enough, and 3 quick fouls on Lauren Kitchen. As Kitchen will now check out. They just put it up on the wrong team, but that is Kitchen's third foul.
And that was probably, 3 fouls in maybe 20 seconds?
Yeah, I don't even think it was 20 seconds. Imada to Cook. Inside for Haight. Haight over to Wunderling. Now it's Haight with a three-pointer. Rolls in and out. Cook the rebound. Cook the putback. First basket of the game, and it's 2-1 in favor of Brookville.
Nice job hitting the offensive boards by Cook.
Glunt across the timeline. Glunt all the way to the rack. She lays it up and in. 3-2. And now they're going to call a delay of game on Kaylee Walker. They haven't put the basket up yet. Haven't put the score up. There we go, 3-2. Clearfield in the lead. Lady Bison goes full court press here. Elizabeth Wunderling to Eden Wunderling. Across the timeline goes Molnar. Molnar back to Haight. Over to Elizabeth Wunderling. Elizabeth Wunderling three-pointer airballed out of bounds. It'll be Clearfield basketball with 4:50 to play in quarter number 1. 3-2 Clearfield over Brookville.
And Brookville will extend in a 2-2-1 full court press.
Good job by Clearfield to break that. Jumper here from Fetter, no good. Rebound fought for and won by Ryan, back to Hips. Hips tries to go inside to Walker. Walker has it taken away by Haight, and then into the hands of Eden Wunderling. Over to Jordan Cook. Jordan Cook turns, and Jordan Cook is going to get fouled by Emma Hibbs. If that's on Hips, is that her second?
That's number 2 on her.
But they're not calling it on Hips. They're going to call it on 4, Hannah Glunt. And so Jordan Cook will go to the line to shoot a pair here for Brookville at the Canesta Builders Supply free throw line, trying to get this game built back to a tie. First free throw by Cook is up and good. CanestaBuilders.us.
Very impressed with the footwork of Jordan Cook on the low post. She did a nice job. They kind of double teamed her, and she kind of stepped through and drew the foul.
Olston and Davey checking in for Brookville here as Eden Wunderling and Molnar take a seat. 3-3 as Cook tries to build her way to the lead here. Canesta Builders Supply free throw is up and good, and it's 4-3 in favor of Brookville. Hips across the timeline. Hips all kinds of contact, and she throws it away. Haight with it. Haight wants to go all the way. Now she gives it off to Davey. Davey will be fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot a pair.
I think Glunt's going to get that one.
It is. That's going to be her second. See Helsel looking at her bench, deciding who she wants to go to. Looks like she's going to bring in Taylor Hudson here for Glunt. Shot is up. Shot is no good. Remains 4-3 Brookville as Glunt checks out. Hudson checks in. Next shot is up. Shot is good, and it's 5-3 in favor of Brookville. Raiders pressing again. Able to break it is Clearfield for an easy layup on the other end by Kaylee Walker. And we're tied at 5.
It's like both teams want to do the exact same thing. Full court pressure, then drop back into a man-to-man.
Across the timeline, here are the Raiders setting it up with Haight. Haight all the way, and they're going to get another foul here. They're going to get this one on Walker.
That'll be number 2 on her.
8th team foul, Dave, already on Clearfield.
You know, and it's one of those things that I think you talked about this in the first game you were doing today. You got to see how things are being called. Then you've got to react to that.
So Haight's first free throw is up and good, and it's 6-5. So you're going to keep trying to build this lead. As checking in for Clearfield is Erica Jones. You got to wonder how deep the Lady Bison go under first-year head coach Missy Helsel. She's going to find out real early. They're going to find out real early here. 6-5, 3 minutes and 49 seconds to go in the first quarter. We've already had 12 fouls called, 8 of them on Clearfield. That free throw is missed. Rebounded by Hudson. Here's Hips. Hips, 2-pointer just inside the line. No good. Rebounded by Fetter. Now Clearfield will set it up with Hips. Hips is going to get fouled. We haven't even made it 5 minutes into the game, and we've got 13 fouls called.
And that should be number 2 on Molnar.
It is her second on Alyssa Molnar.
Too much reaching going on, Chris. That's where they're picking up the cheap fouls. Just need to be more solid, move the feet.
Hudson gives it off to Jones. Jones back out to Ryan. Now it's inside to Fetter. Fetter's got a lane. Layup no good. Rebounded on the weak side there by Jones, and she's going to get fouled.
That should be on Olson.
And is on Reagan Olson. Checking in now for Brookville, Bentley Huey. Rich Rhodes was worried that he wasn't going to make it for the in time for the boys' game, but at this rate, he just walked into the gym here, coaching
plenty of time.
Coaching the junior high team down in Altoona today. Here's the hip. She's going to get fouled. They're going to call it on the floor, or wait, no, they're going to say now it's 2 shots. So he waved off the shot and then decided it was 2 shots.
So that'll go on Huey. That'll be her first.
Team foul number 7 on Brookville. We're at 15 fouls, folks. We are 5 minutes and 5 seconds into the game. 3 fouls a minute is going to keep us here all night, Dave.
We may see some teams adjust to a zone here pretty quickly, Craig.
Emma Hips hits the free throw to make it 6-all. Her second time has the Builder Supply free throw. Rattles in and out. Rebounded, though, by Jones, and then they're going to call her for the wash. Cook's going to check back in as Huey checks out. Across the timeline come the Raiders. Cook loses the handle, picked up there by Lundgren into the game. That's Hannah Lundgren. And now there's a block shot there by Jones. She managed to block it without getting called for a foul. Good job there by Erica Jones. Here's Hips. Hips will get fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot 2.
On Lundgren. And I tell you what I liked about Hips. She just put the ball on the floor and went straight to the basket.
That foul is Hannah Lundgren's first. So Emma Hips at the Tanesta Builder Supply free throw line. She builds the lead back to Clearfield, 7-6.
And that's one of those things you can take a charge, but does someone really want to get in front of that freight train heading to the basket?
So Hips will shoot another one. Shot is up. Shot is no good. Rebound knocked around, but into the hands of Hudson. She gets it to Hips. Hips finds an open Jones. Ooh. The ball was knocked off of the head of Olsen. Remains 7-6 Clearfield. Here in a rather long Allegheny Grill of Foxburg first quarter. I think there would have been time for the Allegheny Grill to deliver from Foxburg to Brookville for us, Dave.
I think so.
Here comes the Raiders. Haight is blocked there by Hudson, and then Cook is going to get fouled by Hudson. And she'll go to the Tonesta Builder Supply free throw line to shoot a 1-and-1 maybe. Yes, they're going to call it a 1-and-1. Foul is on Hudson, her first, team 9th. We're going to be in the double bonus before the first quarter is over.
We're going to see a lot of foul shots this first half.
Oh, yes, we are. Jordan Cook to shoot 1-and-1 from the Tonesta Builder Supply free throw line. Shot is up. Shot is good. Tied at 7.
And this is Cook's 6th foul shot coming up. So she's been able to draw the contact and get to the foul line for Brookville.
Cook set to shoot another one. Shot is up. Shot is good. And it's 8-7 Raiders. And Mark Powell wants a timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with him. You're watching Laurel Clinic High School Basketball on D9 and 10sports.com. 8-7 Brookville over Clearfield.
Throughout West Central Pennsylvania, people are losing their glasses. Well, they haven't really lost them. They just don't need them anymore. Thanks to the amazing LASIK surgeons at Laurel Eye Clinic. Call Laurel Eye Clinic and schedule your free consultation.
Back here after the timeout. It is brought to you by Clarion Rehab Services. When life tells you to take a timeout, Clarion Rehab gets you back in the game, offering a variety of therapies to get you back in the game, including physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, aquatic therapy at the Clarion County YMCA. They also have a certified ATC at their Clarion location. Find out more at clarionrehab.com. You were just saying, Dave, that Mark Powell was talking about, hey, girls, you got to stop reaching, and we're going to be here all night.
And that's what we've seen a lot of, just like unnecessary fouls by being out of position and reaching.
Hips all the way to the hoop, no good. Rebounded by Elizabeth Wunderling. Here comes Brookville looking to build on its 8-7 lead. Hey, thought about the three, pulls it down and then hits the jumper, and it's 10-7 in favor of the Raiders.
Nice job of a ball fake. Got Hips to leave her feet. Dribble one past her and hit the jumper.
Hips will now get fouled from behind. No shot. She will go to the line, though, to shoot a 1-and-1 with 1:38 to play here in quarter number 1.
That should be Cook's second. That's a big one.
That is Cook's second, as checking in for Brookville is Eden Wunderling. In for Clearfield is McKenna Laniger.
Yeah, I do think we're going to see how deep these teams go.
Hips to shoot the 1-and-1. Foul shot is up and no good. She struggled from the line, and then Brookville can't handle the rebound. It goes off of Elizabeth Wunderling out of bounds.
Yeah, that was Hips' 7th free throw. She's 3 for 7 in the first quarter.
Ryan to Trigger. Triggers to Hips just behind the free throw line. Misses the shot. Rebound, though, fought for and won by Hudson. Now Hudson will take a 3. No good. Rebounded by Eden Wunderling. She wants to run. Lots of contact. That time, no call. Even the officials are getting tired of the calls.
I think so. There had to be something there.
And now they're going to call one out here. I don't know how you call that after you didn't just call that. And now we are in the double bonus in the first quarter for Clearfield.
So that's 2 on Olsen.
And Hips will go to the free throw line, where, as Dave said, she struggled at 3 for 7 here in the early going. And yes, folks, we're still in the early going. 1:14 to play first quarter, 10-7 Brookville. Make it 10-8 as Emma Hips hits the Tonesta Builder Supply free throw. She'll try to build on the 8 points that Clearfield currently has with a second shot up and good. And it's 10-9. Davy inbounds it to Wunderling, who goes across court to Elizabeth Wunderling. Back to Eden. Eden Wunderling all the way to the hoop, and she's going to walk. Minute to play here in the first quarter.
I thought we might have saw some contact there, but might have just been our angle.
Hips will try to get it across the timeline for the Raiders. She does. Hips. Jumper here by Lanninger. No good. Hudson, the rebound. She's gotten a few of those. She misses the shot, though. And now we're going to get a foul on, it looks like Lanninger, that it's going to send us the other way to shoot a double bonus with 45.1 seconds to play here in quarter number 1. Brookville with the 10-9 lead.
I had that as one foul on Hudson, but maybe I missed it.
They called that on Hudson. I thought Lanninger was going to get it, but I guess they give it to Hudson. Dave, there's been so many fouls that I wouldn't. I would completely understand why you might not have that.
Yeah, there's a lot of little check marks here in the foul boxes on both sides.
Wunderling second free throw. This one's good, and it's 11-9 Raiders. Hips with the basketball. Dribbles across the timeline. Has it taken away, though. And now Elizabeth Wunderling having trouble. Finally gets it across the timeline with 30 seconds to play. And she walks.
She just never seemed to be able to get comfortable bringing that ball up. Maybe it would have been better just to kind of pull it out and set something up.
So 30.4 seconds ago in quarter number 1, 11-9 Brookville. Feder with it. Feder all the way to the hoop. Throws up a shot, trying to draw contact. No call. It'll be out of bounds. It'll go back to Brookville.
You know, Clearfield has kind of taken their press off because I think that's where they picked up some of their fouls, but Brookville continues to go full court at them.
Elizabeth Wunderling across the timeline to a Haight. Haight into Eden Wunderling. There's all kinds of contact. That's going to be a foul on Feder with 12.4 seconds. That's foul number 11, I do believe, on Clearfield now.
Yep, that'll be Feder's first.
What is the over-under on us getting to 20 fouls on a team here in the first half?
Now, this is still the first quarter. It's hard to believe.
Yeah, 12.4 seconds ago, first quarter. At the free throw line is Eden Wunderling. Her first shot, no good. Checking back in for the Raiders is Bentley Huey. Well, I'm with you, Dave. I think these teams probably need to go to zone defenses. That one is missed as well, and we're going to get a walk on the rebound on Hudson.
Yeah, because Brookville has 1, 2, 3 girls with 2 fouls. Clearfield has 3 girls with 2 and 1 with 3.
So Brookville to inbound. That's Elizabeth Wunderling. We're going to get an offensive foul of all things here. We're going to call that on Reagan Olson. That's going to be her second or her third.
Again, that's number 3.
That's 3 on Olson. Again, only in the first quarter. 22 fouls have been called so far. Quickly into Hips across the timeline with 9 seconds. Hips loses the dribble. Back to Hudson. Hudson three-pointer, no good. Rebounded there by Yulee. And guess what? We've got a jump ball called. It will be Clearfield basketball with 1.1. No, it'll be Brookville basketball with 1.1.
That works out pretty well for Clearfield. Tie it up, and then you get possession to start the second.
And there's a shot at the horn, no good. And the first quarter finally comes to an end with Brookville leading 11-9. You're watching high school basketball on D9 and 10sports.com, powered by the Laurel Eye Clinic.
Located across the street from the Clarion Hospital, Clarion Rehabilitation Services Incorporated offers a variety of therapies to get you back in the game, including physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, and now aquatic therapy at the Clarion County YMCA. Clarion Rehab's CHAMP program provides a sports medicine option to local athletes as well, including providing certified athletic trainers to Keystone, Clarion, Clarion Limestone, and North Clarion, as well as a full-time ATC at its Clarion location. To find out more, go to clarionrehab.com or call them at 814-226-1356. With locations in Chipmanville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tonesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tonestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
Back here at Brookville High School, where it was just announced that the Pennsylvania Supreme Court has ruled that the mask mandate by Acting Secretary of Health Allison Beam has been declared unconstitutional, Dave.
Yeah, there's been so much question as far as, especially this year, should you, shouldn't you? What's the legality of it? It changes by the week, to be honest with you, Chris.
At least here we can say that partisan politics has finally been taken out of it, as the Pennsylvania Supreme Court, vast majority of it Democrats, decided that the mask mandate, the way it was written, was unconstitutional. So I'm glad that finally we've gotten something where it's not all about the political party that you belong to, because something like a pandemic should not be about politics.
Absolutely. Nice drive to the basket by Walker to start the second quarter for Clearfield. Ties it up.
Second quarter brought to you by Hunter Station Golf Club. Perfect time to get your loved one who loves golf a season pass at Hunter Station Golf Club. Check them out online at hunterstation.com. Layup there by Wunderling, and it's 13-11.
Nice pass from Olsen.
Here's Hipp. She finds a room, and she's going to miss the layup. Rebound tipped out to Eden Wunderling. Layup no good. Eden Wunderling's putback, though, is, and it's 15-11 in favor of Brookville, and now Clearfield throws the ball away.
Yeah, nice start here for Brookville to start the second quarter. Was able to get the ball inside and was able to convert. They have as many field goals the second quarter as they did the entire first quarter.
It will be interesting, Dave, on that mask mandate to see if we don't end up with some games now, though, canceled because of the quarantine situation, where if you're not vaccinated, you are forced to quarantine if you're not wearing a mask. So it'll be kind of interesting to see how that all plays out. I'm not taking a stance on it one way or the other. It's just fact of the way that the whole situation is going to line up. We could end up losing some sporting events. Now, of course, if you're a vaccinated player, you don't have to worry about that. But if you're unvaccinated, there'll still be a quarantine situation. And you'll just get more of that because there aren't any masks being worn anymore.
I was talking to our junior high wrestling coach. They have a tournament tomorrow, and they've had a couple teams kind of bow out of it because of in the school district where the one team is from, if anybody in the room tests positive, then everybody in there is in quarantine.
Wow.
So
even if they're vaccinated?
Well, junior high, I'm not sure what the percentage would probably be.
Probably not
that
high.
are in there. So
we're going to get a 3-second call here on Brookville. Yeah, my thoughts on it just come from a sure, business standpoint for us. And like, will we have games? When we have games, what will happen? It's just something I'm curious to see how that plays out. I hope we don't. I hope we don't have a lot of quarantines and things like that. I worry about that. That's all.
Well, how many games did you have canceled last year?
Well, there were a ton.
I mean, ones that you were scheduled to do, and then
there weren't a lot of those because we kind of waited as long as we could to make decisions on what games to do. And so that's what we'll have to do this year again. We got a foul here on Clearfield. That's on Kaylee Walker. We are scheduled to do North Clarion girls on Tuesday night. Then we'll back here in Brookville on Friday night for Elk County Catholic against Brookville boys. That should be a good game. As that shot is up and good by Jordan Cook, and it's now 16-11 Brookville. Looking forward to the North Clarion game too. Those are always pretty good games, Dave.
Yeah, I am too. And my daughter Caitlin's actually serving as a volunteer and I think that'll be the first game she's able to get back from Grove City for it. So I know she's looking forward to helping out with the girls.
So is there a chance that I can talk one of the Constantinos, you, Alexis, anybody into doing the game with me?
It's nice having everybody kind of back home right now.
There's a double dribble on Clearfield.
I know those days are coming few and far between anymore, so I'll take it whenever I can get it.
had a conversation on Facebook with your oldest daughter, Alexis, about doing some games with me. I'm like, you might have to fight your dad over some of them.
She sounds and looks a lot better than me, so.
And we're going to get another foul here on Clearfield. 17-11, Brookville, 5:07 to play, second quarter. And that will send Elizabeth Wunderling to the free throw line. Third foul on Hudson now as Wunderling hits it. And Brookville has opened up a 7-point lead, 18-11, mainly on the strength of some free throws. Second shot is up and good, and it's 19-11. And there's a pass intercepted by Eden Wunderling. She is triple teamed over there, but finds a way to get it to Eden Wunderling. So Elizabeth Wunderling to Eden Wunderling, and then Molnar misses, but gets her own rebound. Gets it back to Eden Wunderling. Jumper no good. Cook the rebound. Layup no good. Rebounded by Molnar. Eden Wunderling jumper is good, and it's 21-11. It's a 10-point lead for Brookville.
And what's interesting, Chris, is Clearfield did a real nice job of breaking the press in the first quarter, and they've kind of struggled with it here in the second.
Hudson with the basketball, gives it back to Hips. Hips has her shot blocked there by Cook after nice defense by Eden Wunderling.
Yeah, Cook has done a nice job on the low post at both ends.
Three-pointer rolls in and out by Haight, and then rebounded by Cook, and she's going to be fouled, and that might be 4 on Hudson. Nope, they're going to get that one on Glunt. That's her third, I do believe it is.
Yep.
So 2 shots coming up here for Jordan Cook from the Tenesta Builder Supply free throw line. Shot is up and good.
And Cook is 2, 4, 6, 7 for 9 from the foul line so far. She's doing a lot of damage from the charity stripe.
22-11, Brookville in the lead. Missed free throw, rebounded by Hips. Hips quickly ahead to Lundgren. Lundgren shot no good, out of bounds. It'll be Brookville basketball.
Yeah, there's a nice little spurt by Brookville here. It was 11-9 after the first quarter.
11-2 run to start the second quarter here by the Lady Raiders, Hunter Station Golf Club second quarter. Across the timeline, here's another double dribble call. They're going to call a double dribble there on Rafferty, Taylor Rafferty in the game for Brookville. Lady Raiders continuing the full court press. Here's Emma Hips across the timeline. Back to Lanninger. Lanninger to Hudson. Hudson to Hips. I think part of the problem right now for Clearfield is a lot of their scorers are on the bench. Hips takes it to the rack. No good.
Everything but the finish on that, Chris. She did a nice job of getting to the hoop. It just couldn't get it to go down.
Here's Haight with it. Haight. Layup, no good. Rebound fought for and won there, that time by Fetter. Here comes Hips across the timeline. She's going to get fouled there by Rafferty, and she'll go to the Tenesta Builder Supply free throw line to shoot a pair.
She's 5 for 9 from the foul line tonight.
Shot is up. Shot is no good. Remains 22-11. Brookville here with 3:11 to play in quarter number 2. Shot is good, and it's 22-12. And we've got a timeout called by Missy Housel. She'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with her. 22-12. Brookville in the lead. Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it.
We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695.
Back here at Brookville High School after that Clarion Rehab timeout. For all your therapy needs, check out Clarion Rehab at clarionrehab.com. They do occupational therapy, physical therapy, athletic trainer through their CHAMP program. They have the athletic trainers at Clarion High School, also at Keystone, North Clarion, and CL. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound fought for, and we're going to get a tie up, and it's going to be Brookville ball on the Potter County Campground. Possession error as that three there was missed by Kirsten Davey as the Wunderlings come back in, Elizabeth and Eden. And that ball is almost taken away by Hudson. It'll go out of bounds, though. Remain Brookville basketball with 2:49 to play here in quarter number 2.
Good anticipation that time by Hudson. Just couldn't get it before it went out of bounds.
Across the timeline. Into the corner. Three-pointer on the way by Haight. It's good. 25-12 in favor of the Lady Raiders. And now here's a takeaway by Rafferty. She's going to lay it up. Or I'm sorry, that's Huey. And Huey lays it up and in. And it's 27-12. Hips across the timeline. Jumper on the way by Hudson. It's good, and it's 27-14.
Yeah, Brookville's press is doing exactly what it wants to do. Speed Clearfield's offense up.
Now the Wunderlings play catch. Now Haight in the corner again for three. No good this time. Rebound it by Rafferty or Huey. It's Huey, and she'll be fouled. And she will go to the Tenesta Builder Supply free throw line, trying to add and build on this 13-point Brookville lead. TenestaBuilders.us for all your building supply needs. Really, for all your home improvement needs. They got a lot of stuff over in their Shippensville location. Dave was over there a couple days ago.
Yeah, absolutely.
Missed free throw there by Huey.
That's the fourth foul on Hudson. I only had her for three, but I
knew that would be her fourth because the last time it was up there, it was three on her. So,
but from the time that her first one on her, I had to have missed one at some point, but I
misses both free throws. Hips with the rebound. And they give you five. It doesn't matter when you use them.
No, I guess not.
The ball is taken away here by Eden Wunderling. Hips somehow or other knocks it out of bounds. I always thought that the idea of sitting players in the first half is under the misunderstanding, Dave, that the end of the game isn't really any more important than the middle of the game.
Well, I'll tell you what I did when I coached. If I had someone that picked up two fouls, I didn't want them to pick up the third in the first half because it changed the way they would play in the third quarter. Now, if the game would start to get away from me and I needed to put them in the first half, I would. But starting the second half with two fouls versus three, the mindset's completely different.
Oops, sorry. I stepped on your mic there.
And there's some kids that can actually play with two fouls or three,
And Jones is going to get called for the walk here with 1:26 to play in the first half.
All coaches are different. They have their own philosophies.
I just wondered, like with analytics and stuff like that now, I wonder if that might change at some point. Analytics has really changed the way we look at a lot of sports, and I'd be really curious to see the analytics because to me, like right now, these minutes are just as important as the last minute of the game. I know it doesn't feel like that to a fan or a coach, but 5 points given up now or 5 points given up at the end of the game, those are still 5 points you've lost. Those 5 points don't count any differently at the end of the game than they do right now.
But I can tell you as a player, if I got two fouls in the first half, defensively.
I can definitely hear what you're saying, though, about how you play defense.
Now, I was never given a gold star for playing defense, don't get me wrong, but I would tend to shy away. And so from a coaching perspective, we'd be better putting me on the bench because I didn't want to pick up that third one.
28-14 as Elizabeth Wunderling hits the Tonesta Builder Supply free throw. Hits another one, and it's now a 15-point lead for the Raiders, 29-14. Here comes Hips. Hips is going to attack. She'll get fouled. She'll go to the Tonesta Builder Supply free throw line to shoot a pair with 1:03 to play in the first half.
And that's Elizabeth Wunderling's first foul.
How did that happen?
Now, this is something that we haven't seen Hips do in the second quarter. She went to the foul line 9 times in the first quarter, and this is only her third and fourth trip. I think she needs to start getting that aggressiveness back because she only has 1 foul.
29-15 as she hits the first one. She's going to try to build upon this. Clearfield 15 points at this Tonesta Builder Supply free throw. Second shot is up. Second shot is good. 29-16. And we're going to get a hand check from behind on Laniger.
That'll be her first.
And that will send Haight to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Trying to build it to 30 points here for Brookville at the Tonesta Builder Supply free throw line. It's up and good, 30-16. I think Tonesta Builder Supply was paying for all these fouls.
Smart sponsorship.
31-16. Hips across the timeline. Here's a jumper, no good by Laniger. Hips is able to get the rebound. Fetter with the basketball. Hands it off to Riley Ryan with 39 seconds to play. First half. Hips has it taken away. Here comes Brookville up 31-16. Ball finds its way into Haight's hands. Her three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Ryan. Ryan pushing with 24 seconds all the way to the hoop, no good. Rebound there by Molnar. Down to 17 seconds.
If I'm Brookville, I'm looking to take the last one here.
12 seconds as the ball gets into Haight's hands with 10 seconds. Down to 7, and the ball goes out of bounds. It'll be off at Clearfield. 6.3 seconds to go here in quarter number 2. Brookville inbounding. That's Wunderling. She gets it to Haight with 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and then Haight has it knocked out of bounds, but they're going to call the foul from behind. So with 1.7 seconds to play, Elena Haight to the free throw line to try to give Brookville a 17-point lead at the half.
And Fetter picks up her second.
First Tonesta Builder Supply free throw by Haight is up, and it rattles in and out. No good. Still a chance to double up Clearfield here for Brookville if Haight can hit the second one. They lead 31-16, 1.7 seconds to go in the first half. Shot is up, shot is good, and it's 32-16. Fetter gets it to Hips. Hips is going to throw it long, but she'll be well short. And the first half comes to an end with Brookville doubling up Clearfield 32-16. You're watching Laurel Eye Clinic High School Basketball on D9 and 10 Sports.com.
Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9 and 10 Sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com. Are you looking for a great place to relax and enjoy the fresh mountain air of the Susquehannock State Forest in the Allegheny Mountains? Then the Potter County Campground is the place for you. Your outdoor adventure starts at the Potter County Campground with family and friends. The Potter County Campground can accommodate all your camping needs. Whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of their camping cabins, they have a camping experience for you. Open year-round, the 44-acre Potter County Campground is located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check them out online at pottercountycamping.com.
Throughout West Central Pennsylvania, people are losing their glasses. Well, they haven't really lost them. They just don't need them anymore. Thanks to the amazing LASIK surgeons at Laurel Eye Clinic. Using state-of-the-art bladeless LASIK technology, these board-certified surgeons offer better vision for you and your family. With 10 convenient locations, there's bound to be one nearby. Isn't it time that you lost your glasses? Call Laurel Eye Clinic or visit laureleye.com and schedule your free consultation.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com. Located across the street from the Clarion Hospital, Clarion Rehabilitation Services Incorporated offers a variety of therapies to get you back in the game, including physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, and now aquatic therapy at the Clarion County YMCA. Clarion Rehab's CHAMP program provides a sports medicine option to local athletes as well, including providing certified athletic trainers to Keystone, Clarion, Clarion Limestone, and North Clarion, as well as a full-time ATC at its Clarion location. To find out more, go to clarionrehab.com or call them at 814-226-1356. Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695. With locations in Shippenville and Tonesta, Tonesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tonesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tonestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook. Hi, this is Chris Rossetti from D9and10sports.com. If you're like me, you may have experienced some aches and pains like a sore back, a stiff neck, or a wonky knee. Well, I've got the place for you. The Rehab Center with 6 convenient locations, including in Brookville, Clarion, and Katanning, is the place to go. The friendly staff and knowledgeable doctors will get you back in the game quicker than quick. I know, I've been going to them since 2009. So the next time your back, neck, knee, shoulder, or anything else acts up, call them for an appointment at 724-478-1501. Chris Rossetti here to tell you a little bit about All-American Awards and Engraving in Chippenville. When I first met Jim Carroll in 2006, All-American Awards and Engraving was just getting started. Since then, the company has grown into the area's premier shop for embroidery, screen printing, and engraving, graphic design work, and personalized gift ideas. As Jim has always said, they'll put almost anything on almost everything, and they really do mean that. Give them a call today at 814-782-6264. For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com.
Welcome back to Brookville High School, where we're at the half of the second girls game of the Brookville tip-off tournament. Brookville leading Clearfield 32-16. Winner gets North Clarion. Loser gets Clarion Limestone. Inside the Potter County Campground Family Campground halftime show at Potter County Family Campground. Your outdoor adventure starts here with family and friends. The Potter County Family Campground can accommodate your camping needs, whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of our camping cabins. We have a camping experience for you. Open year-round and located in the heart of Potter County's God's country. Check us out online at pottercountycamping.com. Time for our rehab center statistics. 7 locations to serve you, including in Clarion, Brookville, and Katanning. Check out the rehab center online at therehabcenter.com. That's the old English spelling of center, CENTRE.com. Chiropractors caring for health. And Dave, what are we looking at stat-wise here in this one? Oh, got to turn Dave's mic up. There we go.
For the Lady Raiders, they were led by Elena Haight and Jordan Cook, both finished with 9 points in the first half. Elizabeth Wunderling had 6. Eden Wunderling with 5. Bentley Huey with 2. And Kirsten Davey with 1. For the Lady Bison, they were led by Emma Hips, who had 8 points. She was 8 for 13 from the foul line. Kaylee Walker with 4, and Hannah Glunt and Taylor Hudson with 2 apiece. Now I'm going to throw a stat at you, Chris, that you probably won't see in most first halves this year. Brookville went to the foul line 28 times. They were 17 for 28, where Clearfield was 8 for 13. So you talk about the importance of getting to the foul line and practicing it. 17 for 28, that's more than half their points they have in the first half.
I want to remind you, today's game being brought to you by Pitt Bradford. Students at Pitt Bradford live and learn on a friendly and inclusive and welcoming campus where they receive personalized attention and earn the well-respected University of Pittsburgh degree. Apply today at upb.pitt.edu. Pitt Bradford, where students love, where they learn. Time for our All-American Awards and Engraving keys to the second half. All-American Awards and Engraving will put almost anything on almost everything. Check them out online at allamericanhq.com. Dave, what's the key for Brookville here in the second half?
First of all, I have to, I think they did a much better job of this in the second quarter was stop reaching. I think Coach kind of pounded that into them at the end of the first quarter, and they did a much better job because Clearfield only went to the foul line 4 times in the second quarter. So they're doing a nice job of executing offensively, but don't pick up stupid fouls. For Clearfield, I would really like to see them take the ball to the basket and become a little bit more aggressive than they had been in that second quarter. I think Hips is a tough mismatch for them inside. I would like to see her going strong to the basket.
Those are your keys to the second half, brought to you by All-American Awards and Engraving. Hey, we'll be back after this with third quarter action at the half. It is Brookville 32, Clearfield 16. You're watching Laurel Eye Clinic High School basketball. There I go again with volleyball on T9and10sports.com.
This is Corey. He made 2 big mistakes. His first mistake was not going to Laurel Eye Clinic to have bladeless LASIK. He knows they have 20 years of LASIK experience. He knows that they offer 24-month no-interest financing and that one of the 10 Laurel Eye clinics is nearby. His second mistake was trying to pet what he thought was his cat without wearing his glasses. Don't be like Corey. Call Laurel Eye Clinic or visit laureleye.com and schedule your free consultation.
Welcome back here. About a minute to go before the start of our third quarter, with Brookville leading Clearfield 32-13. Third quarter brought to you by Pitt Bradford. Students at Pitt Bradford live and learn on a friendly and inclusive and welcoming campus where they receive personalized attention and earn the well-respected University of Pittsburgh degree. Apply today at upb.pitt.edu. Pitt Bradford, where students love, where they learn. Dave and I were just talking here about all the free throws, 28 of them taken by the Lady Raiders. It's been that kind of day. A lot of free throws taken here in the opening games of the season in the girls' tournaments. I'm not sure that's a good thing or a bad thing at the end of the day. I mean, it's good for the teams taking them, but it really leaves for choppy games at the end of the day.
Well, and it tests, how big a bench you have. Whether you come into the tournament thinking where I might play 7 or 8 deep, you're maybe forced to play 10, 11 deep. When you look at Clearfield, they got 1 player with 4 and 3 with 3. In Brookville's foul trouble, they have 1 girl with 3.
So we'll see how the second half goes. Clearfield's got a hole to have to dig out of, too. And, you think one of the ways you do that is by pressing, but you just talked about that foul trouble makes that hard to do.
And it does. I mean, if your girls can be disciplined, you might be able to create some turnovers. But if they're going to sit there and reach and give Brookville easy points, kind of defeats the purpose. And this is the first game, depending upon how many scrimmages they had as well. Some schools, had 2, some had 1. So they're not used to that live action.
The Potter County Campground possession arrow in favor of Clearfield to start the second half. And they forgot the basketball.
Just a minor detail.
Kind of hard to play basketball without a basketball.
Remind me to tell you a story. I went to practice once when there were no basketballs in there. We knew it wasn't going to be a pretty practice.
You must have done something really wrong.
There were bricks in the gym.
Here's Brookville on the turnover, and then the Lady Raiders almost give it away. They're going to say it went off at Clearfield. Yeah, not a good sign when you're When you get to practice and the basketball coach like, you guys haven't earned your basketballs.
And there were bricks all along the baseline.
You guys shoot a lot of bricks the night before.
Well, we didn't play real good defense.
Kelly Walker blocks that shot for Clearfield.
So we did defensive slides with bricks in our hands for the first half hour of practice.
Is that at Mercyhurst?
That was actually at Punxsutawney.
Oh, geez. Who was your head coach?
Bill Vasella. Bill was a great coach, but he demanded you to play good defense, and we did not the night before.
Feder with a shot off the side of the basket, and instead of like rebounding it, she just knocked it out of bounds like she thought it was out of bounds.
Yeah, because she had it back in her hands. I think she was waiting for the referee to blow his whistle and just helped them out.
That kind of day right now for the Lady Bison. Here's Cook. Battling for it is Hannah Glunt. Goes out of bounds. It'll remain Brookville basketball. Does say what, here's Cook.
Nice move.
34-16 Brookville. The fact that Hannah Glunt gets to start the second half as a freshman tells you what Missy Helsel thinks of her freshman. Even though she's got a little bit of foul trouble, trust her enough to start the second half. Here's Hips. Hips is going to get fouled. That's exactly what you were talking about, Dave. Go to the hoop, see what happens. You're going to get Cook on that, and that's 13. Her third, isn't it? Yeah, that is.
Yep, that is. So she went to the foul line 13 times
in the first half. At the Tonesta Builder Supply free throw line, misses it. Remains 34-16 in favor of Brookville. Lady Raiders by 18, just underway here in the third quarter. Brought to you by Pitt Bradford. Second shot is up and good, and it's 34-17. Clearfield goes into a full court pressure defense. Brookville's able to break it with ease. Here's Cook. Cook blocked there nicely by Walker. Now Clearfield wants to run. Glunt gets it to Ryan. Ryan tries to go back to Glunt, but Wunderling read that pass and knocks it out of bounds.
That time she'd have been better just to pull it out and set something up instead of forcing it. But good defensive block at the other end of the floor for Clearfield.
Ryan triggers it in a bounce. It's going to go out of bounds. They're saying it went off of Feder. Feder's looking at the official like thinking it went off of Brookville. And she's not going to win that stare down. You never do.
Never do.
There's Wunderling on the handoff from Cook. Nice play by the Lady Raiders. They lead 36-17, and now we're going to get a foul here on Eden Wunderling. Going to be the second on Brookville.
That'll be her second. Nice offensive set by Brookville there. I like that. Nice back cut to the basket.
And stepping inbounds with it is Riley Ryan, so it'll go back to Brookville.
And she knew it exactly as soon as she did it. She knew what she had done.
Yep, stepped across the out-of-bounds line. Can't do that when you're inbounding the basketball. Nice inbounds, and Hips is going to crush Haight from behind, and that was really her only option defensively, or give up the easy layup.
And that'll only be her second.
So not a bad foul there for Emma Hips, being that it was only her second, and considering Haight had an easy layup. Haight's first shot is up and good, though, and it's 36-17. She'll take a second one here. Is checking in is Lauren Kitchen for Clearfield. Haight trying to build upon this lead at the Tonesta Builder Supply free throw line. Shot is up. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Hannah Glunt. Glunt quickly across, looks for Hips. Hips can't catch it.
That's tough. Hips is on the dead run there. It's better to just let Emma set up on the block and then get it to her inside.
Sorry, Dave had to sneeze there for a second. We're going to get an offensive foul, and I think they might have gotten Cook, and if they do that, it's going to be 4 on her. They did, and that is 4 on Jordan Cook. So Mark Powell's going to have to go to his bench and bring in Reagan Olson.
And she has 3 fouls on her. But Olson played a lot in that first half. When Cook got her second foul, she sat quite a bit. So Brookville was kind of used to playing without her for extended time.
So Federer across the timeline into the hands of Hips. Hips has it taken away. Here come the Lady Raiders. Eden Wunderling is fouled by Federer. She'll go to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Want to remind folks that today's game being brought to you by Clarion Rehabilitation Services. When life tells you to take a time out, Clarion Rehab gets you back in the game, offering a wide variety of therapies, including physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, aquatic therapy at the Clarion YMCA. Clarion Rehab Chance program provides a sports medicine option to local athletes, as well as providing athletic trainers to Clarion CL, North Clarion and Keystone, as well as a full-time ATC at its Clarion location. Find out more at clarionrehab.com. And hitting one of two there was Wunderling. It's 38-17 Brookville with 5:45 to play here in quarter number 3, brought to you by Pitt Bradford. upb.pitt.edu. Going hard there to the hole, but not able to finish was Walker. Across the timeline comes Wunderling.
Brookville's just kind of methodically been able to extend their lead here early in the third quarter.
They're up 21, 38-17 at the 5:15 mark of quarter number 3.
And really, you can afford to be patient here if you're Brookville. There's no
Oh,
hurry.
Hips takes it away from Wunderling. She'll lay it up and in, and it's 38-19. They were being patient, but Emma Hips wasn't. She decided to step up and take that right away from Wunderling, who got a little careless with the basketball.
Yeah, while you're being patient, you do have to protect the ball.
So Wunderling will give it off to Haight.
Nice drive.
That ball is knocked out. I think Kitchen got a hand on it to knock it out of bounds. Brookville to trigger with Elizabeth Wunderling underneath the hoop. And it's taken away. Hannah Glunt with it for the Bison. Glunt gives it off the Hips. Hips fakes the free throw, drives. She'll be fouled. She'll get the basket. She'll go for the old school three-point play for the Clearfield Lady Bison.
Great ball fake.
I gotta, I don't know, maybe I'll go up to Fallers or something and see, antique dealer, small sponsorship for the old school three-point play.
There you go.
Emma Hips' free throw is up and good. Clearfield back within 16, 38-22, 4:32 to play in the third quarter. You want to get this within 10 at the end of the quarter, don't you, Dave?
Absolutely. And they look to extend the pressure there to kind of speed Brookville up.
And a missed shot there by Molnar. Offensive rebound, though, by Eden Wunderling. She'll shoot 2. She went between Federer and Kitchen. The foul will be on Kitchen.
And that's 4 on her. It's almost like no matter who the foul is, it's probably going to be their 4th foul. That's how bad a foul trouble Clearfield's in.
Riley Ryan looking to check back in as the first free throw by Eden Wunderling is no good. You ready here for the second free throw? It is up and good, and it's 39-22 in favor of Brookville. Quickly across the timeline went Ryan, but her pass went into a bunch of bodies, knocked out of bounds by Brookville.
Still plenty of time in this game, Chris, for Clearfield to get back into it.
12 minutes to go still. Here's a jumper from Ryan. No good. She gets her own rebound, takes it, sends it right back up. In and out. Rebounded by Federer. So a couple of offensive boards here in a row by Clearfield. Federer wants to go for the layup. Misses the shot. Rebounded that time by Olsen. Going all the way to the hoop is Eden Wunderling. Molnar with the rebound. She misses the shot, gets her own rebound back, fights for it. Haight, three-pointer in the air, no good. And we're going to get a foul after all that on the rebound. Federer thought it was on her, but it was on Brookville. It's on
Molnar. That'll be her 3rd.
So checking back in here are Davey and Lundgren for Brookville. Brookville staying in a full court press. Here's Walker with it for Clearfield across the timeline. Walker all the way to the hoop. She lays it up and in. It's 39-24. Brookville's lead is down to 15.
Nice job of taking it right to the basket. Instead of trying to make the pass with somebody cutting in front, she did a nice job of scoring.
Davey gives it off to Haight. Haight makes somebody miss, and then we have we're going to get a foul called on Brookville. Clearfield was trying to call timeout, and they're going to call Haight. That's a tough call.
Yeah, I think the one official was ready to give the timeout down here, and I think he was kind of surprised that the foul was called. But, I mean, I can see where the foul was because she was sitting on top of her, but
I was thinking we were going to get a jump ball situation there. Here's Walker. Walker all the way. She's going to be fouled. It looks like it's going to be on Yui. She'll go to the line with a chance to get it back within 13.
You know, Walker is looking to be a little bit more aggressive here in the third quarter. I think that's what Clearfield needs to do.
So Lauren Walker, that's now 7 fouls on Brookville here in the third quarter. Only 3 on Clearfield. Walker's shot is up and good, and it's 39-25. Back within 14 of the Lady Bison. Getting ready to shoot again is Walker. Shot is up, shot is good. It's 39-26. Clearfield back within 13.
And by making it, allows them to set up in their press.
Across the timeline comes Haight. Now she's got a chance for a three-pointer. Shot is in the air. It is no good. Off the top of the Stanyard, out of bounds. Clearfield basketball, chance to get within 10 here for the Lady Bison, although I don't think they've hit a three-pointer in this game yet.
No.
And now Hip's going to get fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line to shoot a 1-and-1. That foul's going to be on Olsen. That's her 4th, I do believe. It is.
Yes. That is number 4.
So Emma Hips to the Tonesta Builder Supply free throw line, trying to continue to build on this Clearfield mini run. They're back within 13. They were down by 20-something. Shot is up. Shot is good by Hips. It's a 12-point game, 39-27.
And if you're Brookville, you might look to call off the press for a little bit because Clearfield's starting to get real comfortable with that. Just give them a different look.
Shot is up. Shot is good, and it's an 11-point game, 39-28. Still plenty of time to go in this one. 3 minutes to play in the third quarter, 11 minutes to play in the basketball game. And now having trouble with it are the Lady Raiders. They're going to turn it over. And so with 2:52 to play here in quarter number 3, Clearfield with a chance to get within single digits.
That's a 10-0 run from about the 5-minute mark.
It was 39-18. It was a 21-point game. Federer to Hips. Hips is going to attack. Hips, layup, no good. Rebounded there by Haight. Haight wants to run. Haight goes right around Ryan. Haight guarded now by Hips, who knocks it away and then knocks it off of her. So it'll go back to Clearfield now with 2:32 to play in quarter number 3.
And you've seen a momentum shift, Chris.
We're going to get a timeout called here. It's going to be a full timeout taken by Mark Powell. We'll be back. It's 39-28. Brookville's lead down to 11. You're watching high school basketball on D9 and 10sports.com. Brought to you by the Laurel Eye Clinic.
Located across the street from the Clarion Hospital, Clarion Rehabilitation Services Incorporated offers a variety of therapies to get you back in the game, including physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, and now aquatic therapy at the Clarion County YMCA. Clarion Rehab's CHAMP program provides a sports medicine option to local athletes as well, including providing certified athletic trainers to Keystone, Clarion, Clarion Limestone, and North Clarion, as well as a full-time ATC at its Clarion location. To find out more, go to clarionrehab.com or call them at 814-226-1356.
Yeah.
With locations in Chippenville and Tonesta, Tonesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tonesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tonestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
Back to live action here, 39-28. Clearfield with the basketball. They trail by 11. They're on a 10-0 run. Walker is going to get fouled, and a chance for the Lady Bison to get within the single digits here.
Should be Elizabeth Wunderling's second.
They've done a lot of it from the free throw line.
They've attacked off of beating the press here. Like I said, if I'm in Brookville, I'm thinking maybe give them a half-court look.
Walker makes it a 10-point game, 39-29. Here come the Lady Bison. Back within 10. Walker, shot is up. It's a single-digit game, 39-30, 12-0 run for Clearfield. And a turnover by Brookville on the inbounds pass by Wunderling.
And what's interesting, it's like the tables have been turned where Brookville's struggling to be able to break the press.
Here's Glunt. Glunt to the rack, no good. Rebounded by Molnar.
I like that decision, though. I like the aggressiveness of Glunt to take it to the basket.
Now we're going to get a foul on Hips. That's her third. Only the fourth of the half, though, on Clearfield, but now Emma Hips has 3.
Now she needs to be a little bit more careful.
Wunderling the trigger. That's Elizabeth Wunderling. Elizabeth Wunderling looking. It's a 5-second call. She waited just that split second too long to inbound it, and it's going to turn the ball back over to Clearfield, trailing by 9 with 2:11 to play. Man, this third quarter is starting to feel like it's taking forever. As getting a hand in it, there was
that was a hand, a shoulder, and a face on that.
Maine's Clearfield basketball.
The momentum has clearly shifted in this gymnasium.
Tell you what, Dave, you weren't here for the end of that CL North Clarion game. It had a playoff atmosphere to it in the first week of the season. Where's the double dribble there? 12 pounded it off of one of her teammates, and then the ball came back. Why would there be a double dribble there?
I was actually looking down at this end, so I didn't actually see it.
Oh, okay.
But did they have a big crowd for that first game?
It wasn't so much that it was a big crowd. It was just the benches were into it, and the crowd that was here was into it. As that game went along, it really had a playoff atmosphere feel to it. I mean, it was unbelievable how much for an early season game, as Brookville just turns the ball over again, how much it had a playoff atmosphere to it. You wouldn't think that in a season opener.
No, and getting back to this one, Chris, I think Brookville's turned it over the last 4 possessions here. They're not even getting shots at the offensive end.
Hips hands it off to Ryan. Ryan to Glunt. Glunt to Hips. Hips gives it back to Glunt. Glunt back to Walker. Kaylee Walker and they're going to call her for a walk. I thought they were going to get her for 3 seconds.
That's what I thought it was going to be.
Because she was in there forever. She had built a house using Clarion Building, Tynesta Building Supply supplies some of the lumber there, and built herself a house. But they called her for a walk instead. And then Glunt with a steal gets it ahead to Ryan. Ryan is going to have her shot blocked by Molnar there. Remain Clearfield ball. Minute 7 to play here in the Pitt Bradford third quarter. Ball's inbounded to Glunt. Glunt's going to give it to Ryan. Now to Hips. Hips three-pointer in the air. Bounces high off. No good. Rebound by Molnar. She'll hand it off to Elizabeth Wunderling. It's a 12-0 run for Clearfield since Brookville led 39-18. Wunderling to Eden Wunderling. That was Elizabeth to Eden, and then she tries to go back to Elizabeth in another case where there's not a shot for Brookville. So with 46.8 seconds to play here in quarter number 3, Clearfield trailing by 9, but the Lady Bison have kind of gone quiet over the last couple minutes as well.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's the Fetter. Fetter partially blocked. Lots of contact on the rebound. It comes out here to Haight. Haight looking to end this dry spot for Brookville. Doesn't get the shot to fall. Wunderling now with a chance. Her shot's no good. Rebounded by Glunt. Glunt wants to run. Passes up to Hips, and Hips is going to get fouled from behind by Haight, and she's going to go to the Tynesta Builder Supply free throw line to try to get the Lady Bison within 7. That's the third foul on Elena Haight.
In the foul situation has completely flip-flopped from the first half.
Usually does. As sure as the sun's going to shine in the morning and taxes are going to be due April 15th. Free throw by Emma Hips makes it 39-32.
I think that's her 17th point.
They haven't added the 32nd point to the board yet. Misses the second one. They still haven't added the point to the board. She did hit that first one, right, Dave?
Yep, she hit the first one.
Should be 39-32. It says 39-31 on the board right now. Boy, I hope they get that fixed. Oh, no, it's 39-31.
Right.
It's 31. Yep. My bad. It was 30. It was 39-30, and now it's 39-31. Yeah, they did get it. My bad. I can't count. It's been a long afternoon.
That'll be Glunt's fourth.
And now a chance to break this, what is now a 13-0 run for Clearfield is Yui at the free throw line. Yui's free throw is up, and it's no good. So with 11 seconds to play here in the third quarter, it's 39-31 Brookville, 13-0 run for Clearfield. Bentley Yui trying to break that streak for the Lady Bison. Her shot is no good. Glunt with the rebound. She's going to push it with 8 seconds. Glunt looking to pass, and Molnar stepped out of bounds as she tried to intercept that pass along the baseline. So with 4.7 seconds to go for Clearfield, Ryan to trigger. She gets it out to Hips. Hips with 3 seconds. Hips is going to have to just throw up a long shot. No good. It comes down with 0.1 seconds, and this quarter is going to end with Brookville holding on to an 8-point lead, but they were up by 21. So at the end of 3, it is Brookville 39, Clearfield 31. You're watching high school basketball on D9 and 10sports.com, powered by the Laurel Eye Clinic.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
Throughout West Central Pennsylvania, people are losing their glasses. Well, they haven't really lost them. They just don't need them anymore. Thanks to the amazing LASIK surgeons at Laurel Eye Clinic. Call Laurel Eye Clinic and schedule your free consultation.
Back here at Brookville High School, we head to the fourth quarter. We've got ourselves a ball game. Brookville 39, Clearfield 31. Fourth quarter brought to you by Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and AC proudly serves Clarion, Venango, Jefferson, and Armstrong counties. Find out more at lutonsplumbing.com. Tonight's game also being brought to you by Oil Country Crates. Your products, our protection, custom-made crates for shipping and beyond. OilCountryCrates.com. 13-0 run for Clearfield as we enter this fourth quarter. It will be Brookville basketball to start the quarter. But the Lady Raiders have gone over 5 minutes without scoring a point.
And it'll be interesting to see how this fourth quarter plays out, Chris. Clearfield has 3 girls with 4 fouls, and Brookville has 2. So we'll see who's on the court at the end of this game here, because I have a feeling it's probably going to get a little bit closer.
So Elizabeth Wunderling out there with Jordan Cook, Eden Wunderling, Elena Height, and Alyssa Molnar for the Lady Raiders. And that ball is off of Federer out of bounds as it's Alana Federer, Emma Hips, Hannah Glunt, Kaylee Walker, and Riley Ryan for Clearfield. Here's a shot by Eden Wunderling, no good, rebounded by Cook. Back to Eden Wunderling, no good, rebounded by Cook. Cook's going to be fouled, no shot. She will go, no, she won't go to the free throw line. It's going to be out of bounds. And that's really where this game turned is when Jordan Cook picked up her third, was it the third foul or the fourth foul that she had?
Fourth foul.
Fourth foul. That's when the game really changed for Brookville, is when she had to come out of the game.
And she makes a difference in there. You know, I was wondering if Coach Powell was going to put her in to start the fourth or hold her out a little bit longer. I think he made the right call.
Hey, trying to get it inside to Cook. Hips takes it away. Now she gets it back. She's going to lay it up and in, and it's a 6-point game, 39-33, and it is now a 15-0 run for Clearfield.
just, I think, too many turnovers for Brookville this second half.
Eden Wunderling is going to get fouled there by Fetter. Fetter doesn't like it, but she turned and she was moving when there was contact made. That's
She was there, but didn't get squared up, and that'll be her 5th.
So Fetter fouls out. See Helsel looking down her bench to see who she wants to go with here. She's looking at Lauren Kitchen. She's going to take up her 20 seconds here. She wants to use all 20 of her seconds.
Yeah, talking about Fetter, she was there in position to take it, but she just kind of turned her body. Had she squared up, she would have gotten the charge call.
So Kitchen will check in. It's going to be 2 shots here for Eden Wunderling. Clearfield or Brookville looking for its first point in a long time. They finally get it on that Eden Wunderling free throw that breaks the 15-0 run by the Clearfield Lady Bison, who now trail by 7, 40-33. Eden Wunderling with a second shot coming up. This one is no good, but there for the rebound is Cook. She has her shot blocked, gets it again, has it blocked again, another shot up, no good. And now we're going to get a foul on. After all that contact, they're going to get Kaylee Walker with the foul.
And I'll tell you, that's the difference that Cook makes. When
it is. And that's going to be 4 on Walker. So Cook will go to the free throw line. She'll be shooting a pair. Her first shot is up and good. And it is 41-33. That's 2 points in a row now for Brookville after the 15-0 run by Clearfield. Cook to shoot another one. No good. Rebounded by Kitchen. And just as you thought, Brookville takes the press off, although Clearfield almost gave the ball away. Here's Ryan with it. Looking for Hips. I don't know how she saved that ball. That was headed out of bounds, and Emma Hips, showing her athleticism, gets it back, then goes all the way to the rim and scores to make it 41-35.
She's done a lot of that in the second half.
So still a 17-2 run for Clearfield, as Brookville not able to capitalize on its free throws, hitting just a couple of them there.
That's 21 points for Hips. Nice drive.
Missed shot there by Cook, though. Rebounded by Kitchen. Here's Ryan across the timeline. She's looking to go all the way. She lays it up, no good. Rebounded into the hands of Molnar. 6 minutes to play, 6-point game, 41-35, Brookville in the lead. Jordan Cook goes for the basket, no good. They've gone almost 8 minutes without a hoop until that hoop there by Jordan and Cook ends the basketless streak for Brookville. It's 43-35. Almost a quarter between baskets. Now Hips goes around everybody, lays it up and in. 43-37.
Nice job of just lulling the defense to sleep. Pulled it like she was going to pull it back and then turned to head straight to the basket.
Here's Cook. Cook to Haight. Haight three-pointer. That's a huge three-pointer by Alana Haight, and it's 46-37, and Mark Powell calls a full timeout. We'll take it with them. 5:12 to play. It's Brookville 46-37 over Clearfield. You're watching Laurel Clinic High School basketball on D9 and 10 Sports.com.
Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 8. Are you looking for a great place to relax and enjoy the fresh mountain air of the Susquehannock State Forest and the Allegheny Mountains? Then the Potter County Campground is the place for you. Your outdoor adventure starts at the Potter County Campground with family and friends. The Potter County Campground can accommodate all your camping needs. Whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of their camping cabins, they have a camping experience for you. Open year-round, the 44-acre Potter County Campground is located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check them out online at pottercountycamping.com.
Coming out of the Clarion Rehab timeout. Check them out online at clarionrehab.com. It's 46-37. Massive three-pointer by Elena Haight for Brookville right there. Prior to that, full timeout taken by Brookville head coach Mark Powell. Now Brookville goes back to its full court press defense. Hips breaks the press, goes all the way to the hoop, misses though. Rebound by Molnar. But Hips takes it away. Hips has asserted herself here in the second half. She looks for contact, no call. Rebounded by Brookville. Like the idea there, though, Dave.
I agree, and Brookville did a nice job of just staying stationary there.
And now Wunderling loses the ball. It gets knocked off of her knee. Back to Clearfield with 4:45 to play. Just wonder if just getting it within 6 after being down 21, if Clearfield just expended too much energy to have to do that.
Well, I'm sitting there thinking a lot of these girls have taken time on the bench because of foul trouble.
Glunt with a three-pointer. The freshman answers back, and it's 46-40. So just when you think Clearfield might have shot their last bullet, Hannah Glunt comes up with the three-pointer, and then Hips almost with the steal.
And the point I was trying to make there, Chris, was Hips has played the entire game. I'm not sure how much gas is left in the tank this early in the season to be able to play a full game.
Well, the good news is she did play soccer. So
that's true.
That is a sport where you're going to have to be. And here's another turnover. Winters is going to have it knocked out from behind by Wunderling. Missy Helsel is looking at the referee going, come on, can I get one call here?
And, Walker's been 4 for 4 from the foul line, so I'd want her at the foul line too.
So Hips is going to trigger here. It's 46-40 with 4:17 to go. That Glunt shot was so big because it made it back to a 2-possession game. Here's Glunt. Glunt back to Kitchen. Kitchen runner, no good. Gets her own rebound, gets it to Hips. Hips in the lane. Shot no good. It's short. And she's able to tie up. I think she tied up Haight there, and it's going to be Clearfield ball and another steal by Emma Hips.
And it seems that Clearfield really is looking to attack, Chris. Smart on their part. They've had a lot of success this second half.
There's Hips in the corner to Kitchen. Kitchen, layup, no good. Kitchen gets her own rebound. Layup, no good. Cook with the board for Brookville. They lead by 6, 46-40. 3:45 on a running fourth quarter clock. Fourth quarter shot, no good. And great job there. Hips, instead of grabbing the basketball, I hate that. Just grab the basketball. Don't let it go out of bounds because something like that might happen.
And that happened earlier with the same two people, and it was Hips that did it to Wunderling.
So Wunderling, or that wasn't Wunderling, that was Haight who did it back to Hips. Now here's Cook. Cook camps out. And we're going to get finally a 3-second call because, Missy Helsel called it, and then the official agreed.
Yeah, if I'm Brookville, I'm not looking to rush the offense a whole lot. I mean, I'm not pulling the ball out to freeze it, but you don't have to be in a hurry.
46-40. Clearfield trails by 3. Hips, jumper, good. It's a 4-point game. It's 46-42. If you're just joining us, Clearfield was down 21 here in the second half. They're within 4.
That's 8 points for Hips in the fourth.
Oh, going right around everybody was Molnar. 48-42. What a big basket there by Alyssa Molnar. Here's Ryan. She's going to get fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. 3 minutes to play, 48-42.
And that's 4 on Wunderling.
It was 39-18 at one point. Since then, it is 24-9 run by Clearfield. Make it 25-9 as Riley Ryan with the free throw gets them back within 5. 3 minutes exactly to play. Possession arrows in Brookville's favor. That shot's good, and it's back to a 4-point game. Missy Helsel will take a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with her. 48-44. Brookville holding to a 4-point lead.
Throughout West Central Pennsylvania, people are losing their glasses. Well, they haven't really lost them. They just don't need them anymore. Thanks to the amazing LASIK surgeons at Laurel Eye Clinic. Call Laurel Eye Clinic and schedule your free consultation.
Back here after this Clarion Rehab Rehabilitation Services timeout. Momentum definitely on the side of Clearfield. They're within 4, 48-44. They were down 21 at 39-18.
And they are making hay at the free throw line in the second half. Clearfield is 11 for 13.
Clearfield's in the double bonus. Brookville still shooting the 1-and-1 possession arrow. Brookville. Both teams have plenty of timeouts left. And here's another steal. Kitchen and Hips combine on the steal. Glunt with the basketball for Clearfield. Chance to get within a possession for the Lady Bison. Hips inside the Kitchen. Kitchen strong to the hole. No good. Rebounded there by Eden Wunderling. She gets it to Elizabeth Wunderling.
That was a strong, powerful move by Walker inside. Just didn't get it to drop.
2:30 to play. 4-point lead for Brookville. Molnar looking for Cook. Gets it into Cook. Cook back out to Elizabeth Wunderling. Elizabeth Wunderling drives the hole. Shot no good. Rebounded by Hannah Glunt. I think Glunt's three-pointer really kept us a game.
Nice
Down to
pass.
Kitchen. Kitchen layup. It's a 2-point game. 48-46. Brookville's lead was at 21 is down to 2. 2-on-1 for Brookville. Kitchen, though, stands her ground. Gets the missed shot. Clearfield with a chance to tie or take the lead. Here comes Emma Hips. Hips hard to the rack. No good. Rebounded by Molnar. 1:48 to play. Brookville holds the 2-point lead. And now there's a foul there by Ryan. Probably not the foul that they wanted if you're Clearfield.
No, because Clearfield has been really doing a good job at the defensive end, and now you're going to put Brookville at the free throw line.
So Elizabeth Wunderling trying to get this back to a 2-possession game for Brookville. Never thought we'd say that with 5.5 to go in the third quarter when Brookville was up 21. Wunderling shot no good. Hannah Glunt the rebound. Brookville, I don't think, realized it was only a 1-and-1. Here comes Glunt. She gives it off the ride for the lead. No good. Rebounded, though, by Hips. Hips is going to get fouled. She's going to go to the free throw line with a chance to tie this ball game up.
If that's on Eden Wunderling, that's number 5.
It is on Eden Wunderling. It is 5 on her. 1:33 to play. Brookville by 2, 48-46. Emma Hips at the free throw line to shoot a pair and a chance to tie the game for Clearfield.
But that was a good foul by her. Hips is on the block there. She's going to score 2 to tie it up.
Hips' shot is up, and it is no good. So Brookville will maintain the lead here, but Hips does get a second shot to get the Lady Bison within 1. Hips' shot is up. This one's good. It's a 1-point game. 48-47. Clearfield has outscored Brookville by 20 since the 5.5-minute mark of the third quarter.
Good hands by Cook on that.
Gets it out to Wunderling. That's Elizabeth. Oh, big shot by Elizabeth Wunderling. 50-47. Here comes Clearfield. Three-pointer by Ryan to tie. No good. Rebounded, though, by Kitchen. Blunt thinks about it. Gets it off to Ryan. Ryan, open three. It's good. We are tied at 50. A minute to play. Game is tied at 50. First three-pointer for Riley Ryan, and now Brookville throws it away. 52.9 seconds left, a chance for Clearfield. They were down 21, they're tied at 50.
Who would have thought?
Ryan looking to set up. Are they going to hold for the last shot? They're going to call timeout. Missy Hosel wants a timeout, full timeout. We'll take her with her. Tied at 50 with 44.9 seconds to play. You're watching high school basketball on D9and10sports.com, powered by the Allegheny Grill, or powered by Laurel Eye Clinic.
Are you looking for a great place to relax and enjoy the fresh mountain air of the Susquehannock State Forest in the Allegheny Mountains? Then the Potter County Campground is the place for you. Your outdoor adventure starts at the Potter County Campground with family and friends. The Potter County Campground can accommodate all your camping needs. Whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of their camping cabins, they have a camping experience for you. Open year-round, the 44-acre Potter County Campground is located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check them out online at pottercountycamping.com.
Welcome back here to Brookville High School. We're tied at 50, 44.9 seconds left. Clearfield which trailed 39-18 with 5.5 minutes to go in the third quarter, has stormed all the way back. They've tied this game at 50. They've got the basketball following this Clarion Rehab timeout.
And if I take a look at the body language, Brookville has to realize it's a tie ball game. There's nothing to be down about. You've got 44 seconds here to win this game or go to overtime.
So Hips will be inbounding the ball for Clearfield. She gets it into Ryan, whose three-pointer moments ago tied the game at 50. Gets it to Kitchen. And Kitchen's going to get tied up, and the arrow's in Brookville's favor. Was that Cook that tied her up?
That was.
Oh, what a big play there by Jordan Cook with the 4 fouls to tie up Riley Ryan. Brookville basketball. 38 seconds to play. Full court press. They get it across the timeline to Cook into the hands of Haight. Haight over to Wunderling. Wunderling for the lead. No good. Cook, Molar, the rebound. Back out to Wunderling. 24 seconds to go. Cook has it. Cook looks for the lead. Layup. It's good by Jordan Cook. 52-50 Brookville. Here comes Clearfield with 15 seconds. And the Hips to tie it. No good. Rebound tipped around into the hands of Glunt. Her shot no good. Cook with the rebound. She'll be fouled. Oh, Hannah Glunt was right there to tie it for the Lady Bison. Her shot was a little short. Jordan Cook the rebound. 52-50 Brookville. 6.2 seconds to play. That is foul number 5 on Lauren Kitchen.
And Jordan Cook has made a difference. When she's been on the floor, she has made a difference tonight, whether it was rebounding, blocking shots, or scoring. She has done it all.
But Cook has 2 free throws coming up here. She has to hit them both, or Clearfield will still have a chance to force overtime, or if she doesn't hit either one of them, win the game.
She's 8 for 10 from the foul line so far today.
So Cook to shoot 2. Shot is up. Shot is good. This one would all but give Brookville this game. Jordan Cook with a chance to give Brookville the 2-possession lead. Steps to the line. Toes it. Shot is up. Shot is good. 54-50 Brookville. And I think we had a timeout, and they're going to have to add time back to the clock.
Yeah, if I'm Brookville, I'm probably going to go about maybe half court, 3/4 so they can't throw it, and don't even get near them when they shoot the three-pointer.
So Clearfield had come all the way back from a 21-point deficit. It tied the game at 50, had the basketball, and then Jordan Cook took over.
Yeah, and Brookville did a nice job of, instead of settling for an outside shot there, they went right into Cook. And I think
she took over with by creating that jump ball, first of all. And then she gets the basket. Then she gets the rebound and the 2 free throws. I think Jordan Cook, if this score holds, has just won herself the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg Player of the Game, Dave.
Absolutely. And we talked about the body language. When they came out from the timeout all tied up, all Brookville needed to do was have a good defensive possession, and they did it right away. Gave them possession, came down, Cook scored, and then they held at the other end. Fantastic game, though.
54-50, 6.7 to play. Brookville's going to go with a full court press, or are they going to back it off? No, they're going to go with a full court press. I kind of like that. I mean, as long as you don't foul, I like that.
If. And he may have told them just give them token pressure here. But they're going man-to-man. They're changing it up.
Ryan to inbound, gets it into Hips. Hips across the timeline. Hips, three-pointer, look for contact. Kitchen with the rebound. She'll score at the buzzer, but it's a little too late. And Brookville holds on for dear life. They beat Clearfield 54-52. Or they beat Clearfield 54-52. What a game this one was. Final score, Brookville 54, Clearfield 52. We'll be back with our post-game show after these brief messages.
Throughout West Central Pennsylvania, people are losing their glasses. Well, they haven't really lost them. They just don't need them anymore. Thanks to the amazing LASIK surgeons at Laurel Eye Clinic. Using state-of-the-art bladeless LASIK technology, these board-certified surgeons offer better vision for you and your family. With 10 convenient locations, there's bound to be one nearby. Isn't it time that you lost your glasses? Call Laurel Eye Clinic or visit laureleye.com and schedule your free consultation.
Wow, what a game we just witnessed, Dave. 54-52. Clearfield trailed by 21. Riley got the score tied at 50, had the basketball, but then Jordan Cook took over. She ties up Riley Ryan, then scores on the other end to make it 52-50, then gets a big defensive rebound, fouled, hits 2 free throws that turn out to be huge at the end, and Brookville holds on for a 54-52 season opening win. They will play North Clarion in the championship game of this Brookville tip-off tournament as we enter the Tonesta Builder Supply post-game show with locations in Chippenville and Tonesta. Tonesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. TonestaBuilders.us. Let's take a look at our Pitt Bradford statistics. Pitt Bradford, where students love, where they learn.
For the Lady Raiders, stepping up big time tonight, especially in that last minute of the fourth quarter, was Jordan Cook with 18 points, followed by Elena Haight with 13. Elizabeth Wunderling with 10. Eden Wunderling, 8. Both Elizabeth Molnar and Bentley Huey with 2, and Kirsten Davey with 1. For the Lady Bison, they were led by Emma Hips, had 18 points in the second half to finish with a total of 26. Kaylee Walker had a huge second half and finished with 14. Both Riley Ryan and Hannah Glunt, who hit big threes in the fourth quarter, finished with 5, and Taylor Hudson with a deuce.
Time to name our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game. We talked about it already. It will be Jordan Cook of the Brookville Lady Raiders, especially for her work there at the end of the game. Congratulations to Jordan on being named the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game. Folks, we have one more game coming up here from Brookville High School. It'll be on a separate stream as Brookville's boys, coming off of that second place finish in PIAA AAA, will take on the Union Golden Knights